Hi folks, I'm Moscow. Sorry for the brief delay there, minor technical stuff on my end. If this is the first time you've joined us, welcome, otherwise welcome back. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow the channel, and feel free to say hi in the chat, we don't bite. This afternoon, we're going to be continuing the Legacy of the First Blade DLC in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Before our hiatus, we completed the first episode, so we'll be starting the second today. Let's go ahead and roll the recap.
It's time I told you the truth about Artabanus, protector of Persia.
We'll feign a frontal assault on the convoy, drawing away the majority of Xerxes' forces, giving you the chance to... Xerxes won't know what hit him.
Tomorrow, the Order's tyrant dies, and Persia will be safe.
There will always be more tyrants.
And there will always be us to stop them. King Xerxes had died, but his son continued his legacy. The new king needs to die, Amorges.
We can't just stab all our problems.
Artaxerxes is king now. His father and his father before him were Order puppets. With the Order, we can take no chances.
What if the Order aren't our enemy? They're powerful. Maybe if we work with them, we'll have all the resources we need to protect Persia.
Artaxerxes dies, as does anyone in league with the Order. As I suspected.
I can't let you in there, Artabanus.
They got to you.
No. I went to them. This king hasn't done anything.
Yet!
Guards!
Traitor! Amorges joined the Order of the Ancients. From that day, he's led the Huntsmen to destroy us and the Tainted Ones. He was my closest friend. Through war. Your birth. When he called the guards, he doomed our family.
The moment you drew your blade against the Order, you doomed us. Did you ever stop to think who else your blade has killed? Mother, my brothers and sisters? Me?
My son. I think of nothing else.
Pactias's death will be a beacon to the Order. Amorges and his full might will rain down on Macedonia. Father, we can't stay here. I'll pack the hideout.
Go. I have an old friend to bury.
Darius?
Cassandra.
Sometimes I think about a simpler life. Small stall in Yawara, fish. Teaching my son how to catch them. Do you ever wonder about the simpler life?
I fight for the greater good, for the ones I love. But it's always the ones we love we hurt the most. Always. Atakas, bring your coat. You'll need warmth for the road ahead.
Do you think we'll see each other again?
I do.
How can you be so sure?
Trust me.
Patias is dead, but the Order lives on. And with the Morgus at their head, none of us are safe. He'll bring his full might against us. Warriors, wit, cunning. He'll never stop hunting you. Or us.
Let him hunt. You'll find only death.
Okay then. So, we have been summoned to a Hea with a cryptic note from an unknown sender, which we'll be getting to. But first, since we're in the neighborhood, we're gonna kill a cultist, because, you know, he's there. And we are coming down the home stretch on members of the Cult of Cosmos. So we're going after this fellow. A Hea, just for reference, is this territory here on the northern face of the, or northern edge of the Peloponnesian Peninsula. And our contact is going to be meeting us over here. And yes, it is in fact possible to run out of members of the Cult of Cosmos.
Give my regards to Hades.
To be clear, we're down to only having 3 left.
This war will rage forever, and so will the cult.
So that particular cultist is here in the Tiechos of Heracles, which we are not going to get to immediately, although given that we're running around Achaea today, it would not be an unreasonable guess that we'll be getting to him at some point today.
Off we go now.
What happens when they're all gone? Well, that aspect of Cassandra's Odyssey is completed, although there's still other story to go. I mean, the game has to end someplace, but we won't be getting too. We won't be completely running ourselves out of cultists today. Put this on autopilot and close a couple of background tasks that I'm not using, so that hopefully there's a little less stuttering. Wolves and Athenians and bandits, oh my! Oh, and boars. So, a brief bit of business while I am getting us where we need to go. Tuesday's election day, so if you haven't voted, you should do that. And Tuesday night, I will be streaming as usual, and pointedly not watching the election returns, because we are unlikely to know definitively anything about who won one way or the other, Trump or Biden, on Tuesday night. So if people are interested in not watching election returns trickle in, since we're not likely to know much on Tuesday night, y'all should totally join us for either the second part of this episode of Legacy of the First Blade, or...
There he is.
Oh look, it's Darius.
Move.
Or for the beginning of the third episode of Legacy of the First Blade. And there is a very real chance that I will continue to stream beyond the usual 9 p.m. stop time, although if I do that I will probably shift over to a game which does not have a plot to it, so that those of you who can't stay and follow plot won't be missing anything. And
Darius, he's even sneakier than me.
that way people can not be waiting with bated breath to see whether the election has had an outcome change at all in the last 5 minutes. So, anyway, on to Darius.
Darius, do you ever rest?
After Macedonia, after the Huntsman, nowhere in the Greek world will ever be safe. Not for us. We can never rest. We can never stop running.
No home, no connections. Sounds like a lonely life.
But it's still life, Cassandra. And the alternative? Better a lonely life than no life at all.
Will Natakas join us?
That's why I sent the note.
Trouble?
We came to Achaea seeking a ship bound for distant shores. A simple plan, but like so many simple plans,
It got complicated.
that fleet is bound for Patre. It's not the first. Something there is not right. Relentless military patrols, naval blockades. Natakas went to secure us a boat out, but he hasn't returned.
You must have some idea about what happened to Natakas.
He's smart, knows to keep to the shadows. With this much military power stationed in Achaea, he's more likely hiding than...
He's out there, Darius. What do you think is going on here?
something big. Natakas may have learned more about what's happening there. It could be the Order.
All the more reason to find him. Natakas won't be hard to find.
He took that road to Patre.
Then that's where we start.
Follow me.
Ooh. I've done it from higher.
Hey! Hey, you! You on the roof!
Yes?
That's not your roof!
You're right.
Jumping off roofs around here. Better put down more here. Oh no!
Follow me!
Patre,
What happened to Natakas between here and Patre? We must find him.
for reference, is the town that we started out in.
After Macedonia, but before here, what were you and Natakas doing?
Surviving.
Sounds boring.
You were hoping I would entertain you with grand tales from my legendary adventures?
Well, yes.
We've kept to the shadows, stayed away from them. Dawn is safe, Cassandra. Adventure is not.
And the path split. These weapons belong to a soldier, not Natakas.
Keep looking.
Heavy armor and blood, but no body.
Natakas must have been in a hurry to leave such a mess.
There is no sign of Natakas. Just supplies and military equipment.
He's staying out of sight. Good. Cassandra, over here. A path leading up to the mountains. Let's go.
Off we go now. How are you so sure Natakas went this way?
Sometimes you have to look further and think harder.
Soldiers on the bridge.
Didn't you see? It was too exposed. Natakas would know better.
I can see that. Working on it.
I'll kill you! This is your last fight!
This is my last fight. Right. Danger of fighting on a road is patrols happen along.
Come on. Let's go. Ella.
Over here.
They're searching for something.
Look at their body language. They want blood.
They'll get it.
We need a plan. If Natakas is hiding here, he could be drawn into heavy battle.
If we move quietly, we can pick off the guards one by one.
A wise plan, Eagle Bearer. Clear the perimeter, quietly. Be fast, be silent.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Quietly, Eagle Bearer. You take that one. Couldn't have gone far. A good kill. I'll take this one. This kid's mine.
Attack. Natakas.
Cassandra,
Told you we'd meet again. Trust me, I said.
it must be hard for you being right all the time.
It's a burden I do my best to bear.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Cassandra.
And I'm glad to see you. When I heard you might be in trouble,
You jumped on your horse and raced to the rescue?
I'm not sure you needed rescuing.
Still.
My son.
There's something else.
We need to find my mother.
There are still people who need our help. People who have been stranded in Archaea. The soldiers took them to a fort, not far from here.
I'll go there now.
More soldiers could come looking. If we leave the bodies out here, it may attract unwanted attention.
I'll gather the others while you hide the bodies. The stranded people are at the fort, on top of the cliff. Return safely.
Bring my mother back to me, please.
I should go to the fort.
The cultist stronghold. It is worth noting that Palemon the Wise, the sage of the Silver Vein branch of the cult of Cosmos, is located in this fort. So
I see them.
and this is why I made sure to get that cultist at the beginning of the stream, so that we would have gotten it down to where we had the sage for this branch. Where it would make sense for this. And not sequence break. Nice thing about Cultist Fortress is that they do not have emergency beacons. Oh look, Athenian and Spartan military uniforms, because they play both sides against...
I'll cut you down!
No, you won't cut me down.
Run. The others are down the mountain.
Oh, thank Zeus. And you.
You're not going to give me the button to interact? Dang, it's not going to give me the button to interact. I hate it when that happens. Well, at least I know how to fix that bug, irritating as it is. It's a simple enough solution, I just have to reload.
Her child is down the mountain with the others. Go!
Quick save there. Load the quick save. And that should let me interact with that. Bugs are irritating in computer games, but at least bugs where you've encountered them before and know how to fix them are... I mean, those are preferable to ones where you don't know how to make it work.
This area will be well defended.
There we go. The Tempest. That sounds like a name we should know.
We've done your cult favors, and we've come to claim ours. Signed, the Tempest. The Order and the cult working together. Not surprising.
So the sage, if you will, of the Order of the Hunters was Pactius the Huntsman. The Tempest is the sage of the branch of the Order of Ancients that we're gonna be fighting in this episode.
That's for what you did to my family.
Well, we are down to only 2 cultists left. Nyx the Shadow and the Ghost of Cosmos. We're getting there.
A man with yellow eyes is hard to miss.
I told you. I saw no one matching that description.
Don't lie to me.
Believe what you will.
How about a Mystios with a bird? An eagle? Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Stop asking me stupid questions and let me be caged in peace.
Mystios with the bird? You rang? Need to empty out my inventory a little bit. And to make conversation while I am doing this, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the next installment in this franchise, which I am looking forward to greatly, comes out on November the 10th. While I don't expect that I'm going to be streaming that for my first playthrough of it, just simply because I'm going to want to not have to, you know, stop during that playthrough between streams. That is on my list of things to stream. I'll probably plan on streaming that after I have completed this playthrough of Odyssey with you folks. Valhalla is set in the 9th century, I believe, in England during the Viking colonization of England.
We've been in affair too long. The Order will catch up with us soon.
People need our help.
Mater!
My child, you're safe. Thank Zeus.
Cassandra, you're back.
You're the Misthios who saved us. Thank you. I'm Kleta. I'm sheltering the stranded in Vura, a village not far from here. I've been in Achaea for a long time, but something has changed. A dangerous presence is closing in.
I found a note addressed to someone called the Tempest.
You know this name.
Everyone in Achaea knows the Tempest. She's the most ruthless commander to ever sail the Aegean. No one's faced her and lived. And her rage. Poseidon himself fears her. I house those who can't escape the Tempest's wrath in my village. But I can't stay here forever. The harbor is closed. Soldiers are combing the area looking. I'm working on a plan to get them out of Achaea. If you can help, Misthios, come find me in Vura.
She knows more than she's saying.
It doesn't matter. The Order is here. Amorges and the rest will not forgive our actions in Macedonia. Amorges will not forget the huntsman's death at the hand of a tainted one. His cunning is sharper than any blade. He may already be here, observing us, learning from our movements, from our choices, discovering our weaknesses.
The stranded people come from both foreign lands and all over the Greek world. Merchants, farmers, sailors, families. They're being imprisoned and interrogated. They're being asked about Macedonia. These people are suffering because the Order is looking for us.
These people need our help. We have to do something. Isn't this what we're fighting for? Aren't they worth the risk?
We can't save them. Not if the Tempest is still strong. We need to hit her hard. It's the only way to get the stranded people home.
We should get started.
Where will you start?
Patre is overflowing with the Tempest forces. I'll look for leads there about the closed harbor, and maybe more about the Tempest herself.
That woman, Kleta.
There's more to the Tempest tale than she's telling, but she needs help. The people in Bura need help. They could do with someone like you.
Then I'll pay her a visit. Your father sure knows how to make an exit. Where did he go?
He's been following up on some leads in Patre. Look for him in the hull of a ship near the Patre harbor. He's made a small hideout there.
Against the three of us, the Tempest doesn't stand a chance. We'll break her, and then you'll be free to leave the Greek world forever.
I'll go to the harbor and track down the Tempest.
She can't be the only Order member in Achaea. I'll keep an eye out for the others.
See you soon, Cassandra.
You will. Find Darius and Attacus in Patre, or I could look for Cleta in Bura.
Okay, so as the last conversation was going on, I've been sitting here watching OBS and seeing some rather significant rendering lag. For reasons that aren't entirely clear. Now, because I know that it's much less fun to watch a choppy stream, I'm going to stop streaming, close OBS, restart OBS, and I'll resume the stream immediately following that. This is just going to take a brief break, and we'll get right back to Odyssey after that.